Hello and welcome to Real Talk Torah. I am Torah Banks. Education is said to be the bedrock of any nation building. Mr. Luke Akubo is my guest today, a nation treasure with so much dedication and diligence to his craft. Every forward thinking nation should have his kind in places where it matters the most. What can you say about the education sector at Kogi State?
Education sector in Kogi State has a rapid development and growth. When you look at the educational sector, Nigeria is operating a mixed economy. And under mixed economy have element of capitalism and socialism. And under capitalism, we have private ownership of a sector or a firm. And under socialism, government ownership. Mixed economy is a combination of both private and public enterprises. And in Kogi State, the educational sector will look at both private and public sector. It will witness a rapid growth as far as Kogi State is concerned. When you look at from primary school down to university level, there's rapid growth in the educational sector. When Kogi State was created, we have few secondary school, few primary school. There is no university. We inherited Federal Polytechnic Leader, Federal College of Education Ukini, and Kogi State College of Education. So there is expandedness of Kogi State Polytechnic, which has increased the educational load. After then, Kogi University come to stay, and a lot of Kogi individuals graduated from Kogi University. From there, we equally have Federal University, Lokoja, which is at the center of the state. And also, we have Salem University, which is established by Pastor Sam Amaga. Even by now, Federal College of Education Ukini has been affiliated to University of Ibadan and as a degree award institution. Likewise, the College of Education Nampa has been affiliated to Abaka Tafawa Balewa University Bauchi as a degree awarding institution. And now we have the Conference University of Science and Technology. Aside that, we equally have College of Education Technical Kaba and the Faculty of Agriculture and Bello University also at Kaba. So Kogi State have witnessed a tremendous educational development since the integration, and we have a lot of institutions. We equally have a College of Health Technology, and we have School of Health, School of Nursing at Obangili. It gives health training to the indigenous of Kogi State.
You are the right person to be on this program because you have a background. Can you tell us about your background and how far you have come?
My name is Akubo Luke Oyoshobu, hail from Imani, Olamabro Local Government area of Kogi State. I attended LGA Primary School, Abuja, Padala. From there to Government Technical College, Akpa. For my junior secondary education, I proceeded to St. Charles College, Akpa, for my secondary education, after which I went to College of Education, Akpa. From there to Kogi State University, Ajuba. I, I have teaching experience from primary school down to secondary school, and I know with the wealth of experience, both in primary and secondary education, I can contribute little or make a little remark as far as education in Kogi State is concerned.
Little remark.
Okay. Let me.
You have a
I
wealth
have
of
a wealth of
knowledge.
knowledge.
Yes, I always say that if you want to get the real juice of what is happening in the sector, ask the people in it. And you, Mr. Akubo, you are in this process, you are in this sector. 10 years, if I'm correct. 10 years. Oh,
12 years
you see, 12
teaching
years
experience.
experience. So you have been in the process of everything. Now, as it is today, do you think that the government of Yahaya Bello has played any significant role in upgrading public school to what standard, in your view?
In my view, I, the executive governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, has contributed immensely to the growth of educational development in Kogi State. When you start from Kogi State University and Iba, when he came on board, some of our abandoned projects have been completed, and also the action he took 2017 make academic activities of the state stable. When other universities are struggling to end their second semester, Kogi State University now have started their own first semester despite the coronavirus. Because of that action, academic program at Kogi State University becomes stable. And aside that, when you go to college, aside that, you go to School of Health Technology, that he has built a laboratory, classrooms, and hostel for the students of Federal uh, School of Health Technology, either. When you go to College of Education Technical Kaba, there is construction of hostels, uh, classrooms for the students, and also the laboratory and the general transformation of the school. Equally, when you go to College of Health, College of Nursing, sorry, College of Nursing of Bangladesh, he has improved the standard to national, he has improved the school to national standard. When you equally go to College of Education Aqua, there's what you do when you put the right person, you do the right thing. The appointment of the provost, he has started within this 100 days in office, he has done a lot of projects so that he has something to show in the 100 days in office. When you go to Kogi State Polytechnic, he put
I was going to ask you about Polytechnic because the class you teach are the class that transcends from one level of education to the other. And Kogi State Polytechnic is one of that level where the students in your class will most likely want to move into. Are you in touch with the happenings in Kogi State Polytechnic locally?
the appointment of Dr. Usman Ogo as the rector of Kogi State Polytechnic is like putting the square peg in the square hole. He's an academia, he's a doctor of political science, and political science is all about governance. When you put a doctor in political science at the helms of affairs, you should be expecting nothing less than excellence. And Ogo is Dr. Usman is doing very well. Number one, when he came on board, there is a general transformation of the school, like construction of a security office or security post, building of more hostels, building of classroom hall for the lecture because the the capacity of students are more than the lecture room, and a lecture room that's supposed to accommodate 500 students, the numbers of students are more than 3,000. When he came on board, he decided to build a very big lecture hall to accommodate the numbers of the students. Even the admission has been streamlined so that the best and the qualified students should be employed, not employing people anyhow without due process. And also, the doctor I know is friendly with the students, both NACOS and SAG. There is building of school clinic as when he came on board, even construction of road and general transformation of the school. And there's what he did again that made me happy. He decided to to eradicate or to stop the activities of the Kaba in the Polytechnic and trying to carry along his own team that will translate his vision or mission into reality. That is one thing about social development. Some people may form as a cabal of the institution. When you do not adhere to their own instruction, they might try to cause negation to your administration. But when he came, he decided to form his own team, and this team are working in hand with him. And I know they will translate the school into his mission and vision. And also, the laser affair of workers in the polytechnic and stuff, where he came on board. He has a lot of things to do before the end of this first administration.
Thank you, Mr. Akubo. Like I said, you are in this sector. So there's no mistaking that whatever you put out there are the facts without missing words. Is it all rosy? What is truly lacking in this educational sector of Kogi State? Because there's always room for development, right? And there's room for growth. What are those things? As someone who is in this sector, what are those things that you can actually say are lacking in this sector? You are speaking for everyone in the education sector, the teachers, the lecturers, the students, the pupil, everyone, both the private and the public now.
So educational sector is the bedrock of nation development because educational sector develop other sector of the economy. I thank you for that question. And what make educational sector complete is the teacher.
Hmm.
And since 12 years, the teacher in Kogi State have not been enjoying their promotion. And the welfare of teachers, I'm appealing to the government to take the priority attention to the welfare of teachers. Whenever they are implementing promotion, they believe the numbers of teachers are too much, that the wage bill is too high. So since 12 years, we have not been enjoying our promotion. We are on stagnation, and it border both primary and secondary education. There is a problem with the teacher's salary, and we are begging His Excellency if something can be done to enhance the salary of teachers, if implementing our promotion as at when due, we'll be happy. Also, there is infrastructural deficit as far as Kogi is concerned. We know educational sector is like Oliver, they always ask for more. So the infrastructure of ground is not enough for the population of Kogi State because Kogi State, especially the school in local yas, accommodate diverse ethnic group as far as Nigeria is concerned. The students that are in secondary school in local yas are not from Kogi alone. They come from all parts of the nation. It's just like confluence state. So there's confluence of people or amalgamation of people within the nation. So the population is much and they are more than their valuable resources. Begging His Excellency, if there is development of infrastructure across the board, so that like laboratory, libraries, so and all these things that are put in place to enhance the standard of education as far as Kogi State is concerned.
Shortly, before we go further, I wanted you to throw some light on the activities of past government before the government of Yahaya from the creation, just something little.
The educational sector is a continuous sector, and in democracy or in political, educational sector is a continuous process development. And when the first executive governor of Kogi State, Prince Abaka Audu, established Kogi State Polytechnic and Kogi State University and Iba, and Governor Alhaji Ibrahim Idris complemented the effort of Prince Abaka Audu, and College of Education Technical was established during the reign of Governor Alhaji Ibrahim Idris, and Federal University was also established during Alhaji Ibrahim Idris. And when Governor Bello came on board, he did not abandon the project despite he was the one that initiated the project. The project in Kogi State University has been taken over by him and make sure that some of the abandoned projects was were completed. And he also take a drastic action that give academic continuous for Kogi State students to enjoy continuous academics program without strike action. Frequent strike action has been stopped, and they are enjoying their academic activities as and when due. And also, the College of Education Technical Kaba, Governor Bello gave it a facelift. The School of Nursing of Agede gave it a facelift.
There was something. Let me just cut you short. Before this section, there was something you mentioned about the creation of Kogi State University. There was there was a conversation that pushed the late Abubakar twins into that action. I think you said something in that line. Can you just say it now? Because I'm interested.
The numbers of Kogi indigenous and lovers of education and the across the whole nation, they are leading in terms of admission. They are the best students. They are making first class, and the then Ahmadu Bello University Vice Chancellor, I didn't know the name again. He called out and told him that the numbers of Kogi indigenous at the APU they are much, that there are even more than 40% of the students of the whole APU, that you should go and establish your own state university. The then VC of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria advised Mr. Abakarabu to go and establish state university, and Mr. Abakar had to advise and establish Kogi State University in the year 2000, and it has come to state. And aside that, after that we have various universities. We have Open University, National Open University in Lokoja and also in Ogorimagongo, and we have the Almighty Conference University of Science and Technology, and Federal University Lokoja has come to stay. The Conference University of Science and Technology, I believe, is going to be purely concerned about science and technology, and I believe the focus of our new governor is towards iron and steel development, so that people there should be enough manpower, people should be trained when the iron and steel is going to take effect, so that Kogi Indigi will, will be given their own quota as far as employment is concerned.
Okay, Mr. Akubo, if you do get the chance, where you are now, you are making tremendous changes. But I believe that you have shown yourself worthy and ready to go in for bigger challenges. If you do get a chance, what would you like to change in the education sector, please?
Giving the priority attention, number one thing I would like is total transformation of educational sector in one way by discouraging examination malpractices in senior certificate examination. And one of the parasites of education is examination malpractice. Student has to take their destiny in their hand, and all these are past leaders were not involved in examination malpractice. There was a time I advised my student that if you want to become a medical doctor and there's operation before you, will you go and look at your notes or your phone before you carry out an operation? They say no. That likewise to examination malpractice. When you do not, when you read very well, you study very well, whatever thing you are going to do, you excel. So if I know examination malpractice will be brought to the barest minimum as far as educational sector is concerned. And equally, you can give incentive to students across all the schools. When students are given incentive, there will be competition, there will be healthy competition among the students, and they will try by most by all they will make all effort to study their book so that they will come first and be a beneficiary of a particular incentive.
Thank you, Mr. Akubo. Do you have any last words you had like
As part of the effort of our government, he constructed about 500 block of classrooms.
I never wanna love another woman, girl, it was true. So true, I meant to marry you. But when I did, I was the one to take care of.
If given the opportunity to increase my wealth of experience to tertiary institution, I will be glad. And by the grace of God, and with the help of our government, turn around for better.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Akubo, for coming on this talk with Torah. And we appreciate your wealth of knowledge, your dedication to your duty, your diligence in your craft as a teacher with a passion to see tremendous change in the life of the people who you are imparting knowledge into. My name is Tora Banks, and the program has been Real Talk Torah. My guest has been Mr. Luke Akubo, a secondary school teacher of a secondary school in Kogi State here. I hope you enjoyed listening to him. I'll see you in another talk. I'll see you on another talk with another guest. So, Mr. Luke or Mr. Akubo, I like to call you Mr. Akubo because Akubo gives you the identity of where you are from. True of us. Good. So, say something to the governor. Look at him right now and say something to him now.
We thank our executive governor for this state, Yahaya Bello, for standing behind education development of Kogi State. It's not easy to establish university because it's consume a lot of money, it's capital and financial intensive. Because you take that bold step, by the special grace of God, star is beginning of your success. God will help you to actualize your plans.
Amen. So from here, it's been a wonderful time talking with Mr. Kubo. I'll see you in another edition of Real Talk Torah. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Hello, viewer out there. I hope that you got all the insights on the show with our guest, Mr. Akubo. There's something I didn't ask him. I was going to ask him what uh, he would advise investors who would want to come to Kogi State to invest in the education sector of Kogi State. Will you want to say something about it?
Investment in educational sector is investment in the total life of the populace or the people or the society. Because there's no amount of investment you have invested in the educational sector that will be a waste. And I thereby advise the educational sector that Kogi is a very good grant that when you invest, and in terms of investment, there's what we call a social investment. When you do the cost benefit analysis, there is either a social investment or a profitable venture investment. Both social investment is welcome as far as we speak. And even the private investor who are interested in making profit, they are going to make a huge profit because Kogi life and the people of Kogi, they are in love with education. But when you go to most all this investing, there is most of the all the investing, about 30% of most of this investing are Kogi indigenous. And when you invest in the educational sector, your investment will no longer waste because a lot of people have love for education, and most of the institutions we have, so we need more investors to come and invest in that primary, secondary, and tertiary universities because the numbers of private investors we have here still need more. And we equally hope for another university again because the population is not populating the cosmopolitan town. So many people are coming in into Kogi State, and we need enough institutions to accommodate the diverse interest group or the diverse ethnic group that are in Kogi State. So we need more investment, educational investment in Kogi State. And by the special grace of God, all the people that are coming to invest, they are going to enjoy at the end